right. I'm going to go ahead and get us started. Thank you for joining us for this webinar to talk about Denali and the enhancements to Denali. Really cool product already, but the stacking features and some of the other features Molly McEwin from SILAC is going to talk about are going to make this one of my go-to, I know, when I'm talking with agents about income products, and it also has some really good accumulation potential. So I'm excited to talk about that. I'm Matt Sabala, Annuity Sales Director here at IAMS. We have a great relationship with SILAC and have been having a lot of success with them and our agents for the past 5 years. So excited to get into Molly's conversation about Denali Evolve. But I'm going to cover real quickly why agents like to work with us here at IAMS. I'll probably spend about 10 minutes on this part of it. But 38 years ago, Charles Hiring started IAMS, and his number one goal was to maintain a foundation of service. And everybody will tell you that they offer good service. But you see it when you call into IAMS. We don't have voicemail. We always get you with a live person. We have very few people who are actually in sales, proportionate to a lot of other organizations, because we have so many people in supporting us and making sure that our advisors have the best possible experience. But we've got people who understand very well all the different carriers like SILAC that we work with and help your business not only get submitted correctly, but get processed correctly. And we've got all the creative support and everything that you would need in order to be successful in your practice and growing from the point you're at now and taking it to the level that you want to maintain a certain level of success in your career. So I'm going to go over some of the features that IAMS embodies and that we think are valuable to our producers. The first is our new producer builders program. So in your first 6 months contracted with us here at IAMS, you have different thresholds that you can hit, $100,000 all the way up to $1 million. I've been with IAMS for a little over a year now, a year and a month. And I have a lot of experience throughout the industry, over a decade of experience. But this new producers builders program is something that we do a little bit differently than some of the other groups that I've worked with. And I really like that it gives people the ability to get a fast start here at IAMS and continue to keep their sales funnel full going forward. So in the year that I've been here, I've had several people hit that $1 million level. The way it works is FIA business counts dollar for dollar, IUL business, for example, and life can count at different levels, but generally counts at 10 to 1. So if you submit, $100,000 in life business, that counts as $1 million as well. But if you hit that $1 million level, like several of my producers have, you're going to get about $7,000 to $8,000 worth of marketing that we're going to put into your practice to help you keep your sales funnel full for the remainder of the year and going into next year. And it doesn't stop after that first 6 months of being contracted with us. We continue to invest in your practice, but this is a great way to get a fast start and maintain that. We are huge on referrals. Just like you, the best new client that we can typically receive is somebody who is referred to us. So if we do a good job with you and you know somebody who you think would benefit from the resources that we provide our producers here at IAMS, when you do refer them to us and they get contracted, we will give you a $50 check, but that's really not where the real benefit of this program is. It's when they start writing business. If they've written a $100,000 annuity case, for example, you see that they're going to get a 0.2% override. The person who refers somebody to us will get that override on that business. So you get $200. And that continues indefinitely in your time here with IAMS. So if you don't want to go the agency route and take on the liability and responsibility of that, you can just refer people to us, and we will pay you very well on that business. By the way, I personally do work with a lot of people here who are interested in setting up an agency, and there are benefits to that as well. If you ever need that, we are very, very well versed at that as well. I think we do three things, and I'm going to identify them here really, really well here at IME. So I've worked at the largest IMO in the country. It's a great group. I have nothing bad to say about them, but they don't compete with us in what we do in back office support. We have a team of people, like I mentioned earlier, who know all the different carriers very, very well. We have people who understand how SILAC needs to see business come in. We have people who understand how North American needs to see business. We understand the suitability requirements for the carriers, and we have experts assigned for each of those carriers to help your business go from submission to commission as painlessly as possible. We want to head off any obstacles before we get to them, but when we do encounter something, we want to keep you in front of people selling, and our back office is somebody you can put on your staff, but not on your payroll. So we have Mackenzie and her team on the annuity side, Michelle and her team on the life side, and then we have our people who assist in the managed money component of things as well, but excellent people on the back office support side of things. Our IME's website is full of useless, did I just say useless? Our IME's website is full of useful information. Guys, I have not had any coffee yet. We have everything from sales resource library there that has thousands of documents that you can customize to your practice and use in a drip campaign for your clients. Had a lot of success there with people actually, to calculators, to fact finders, anything you need in terms of a sales process can be found on our website. But we also have access to our comparison tools, like Annuity Rate Watch, for example, will show you what the best guaranteed income from a product would be. We have ways to quickly sort through bonus products so you can find a good replacement for your client. All of that and more is on our website. If you have not ever had a walkthrough, get with your annuity or life sales director like me, Matt Sabala. I'd be happy to sit down with you for 30 minutes and show you the critical resources on our website. It's a very, very useful tool if you know where things are, and we'll show you where they are. One of the most useful things on our website is regarding electronic submission. So if you're not using Firelight, iPipeline, the electronic submittal tools, you really are doing yourself a disservice and your clients. They will save you time. They will cut down on mistakes. They'll make it easier for us to help you get that business to the carrier, and it will make it easier for the carrier, like Molly and her team over at SILAC, to process that business. And the bottom line is you get paid quicker, your clients' policies get issued more quickly, and it's a win-win for everybody. So if you're not using our electronic submission tools, make sure you know how to do that. They're very simple to learn and are a lot less cumbersome than a paper application. They're just a couple of quick clicks away on our website. You can access those even by smartphone or tablet. Second thing I think we do really, really well is our creative marketing. We have a team of excellent people on our creative team that do everything from business cards and stationery all the way up to doing websites for our producers, getting them on the radio. Heck, we'll put you on TV if you want that. We can do everything in between, meet you where you're at. If you've never sat down with us at IAMS and gone through a marketing analysis to ask questions about, what are your goals for this year? What are your goals for next year? How can we help you achieve those through some of our marketing solutions? And how can we help you reach the level of success you're looking for? If you've never had that done and seen how we can customize a marketing solution based on the goals that you've set for yourself, then please ask us for that. Sit down with me or your annuity sales or life director. We would be happy to assist in that. Again, our creative marketing is not a profit center for us. So a lot of the things that we do, we can do either completely free of charge or at a very much lower cost than what you can go out and get on the street. Our only goal is to help you write more business because that's how everybody wins here. So great group of people, fantastic resources there. Our IAMS Wealth Management team back in 2016, 2018, the DOL was making some changes that had people really concerned they were going to have to go out and get their securities license to sell insurance products. unfortunately, that didn't become fully realized at that time, but we did form Hyman's Wealth Management, one, to help our clients, our producers, have the resource of a fiduciary whenever they needed it, and two, because when you have a securities license or when you have a relationship with somebody who does, you close business more easily. Your credibility is better. People will look to you more often and seek you out when you have resource to a securities license. So now the Department of Labor is making some changes again, some big changes. On September 23rd, you guys will be required to act as fiduciary for your clients. Most of you are already, but compliance will demand that you do going forward. And so our IMS Wealth Management team and IMS in general has been involved in legislation. We're one of the few IMOs that's been very active in ensuring that we get the best possible terms for our producers, but also stay absolutely acting in a fiduciary role for our clients. If you ever need any assistance from our wealth management team, if you want to keep somebody close because they want to leave part of their money in a growth bucket and you don't want them talking to another advisor, we would be happy to have our IMS Wealth Management team join you on a call and ensure that you have them as a resource. Or if you'd like to get your 65, we'll help you with that. There is no reason for you, if you're wanting to see the most success that you can in the industry and you're fully bought into being an insurance provider, or excuse me, an insurance agent, that you shouldn't consider either getting your 65 or having a relationship with somebody who has it, because otherwise you're just leaving money on the table. I guarantee it. Please let me know if you need help there. The third thing I think we do really, really well is our Life and Annuity Academy and just training in general. So we've already had one of these. We're getting ready to have another one in 2 weeks, and then we'll be doing another one in August and September. Our high-level training academies, this isn't Life and Annuities 101. These are high-level sales concepts from the producers at the very top of the industry that will teach you their sales processes. It's absolutely invaluable. As somebody who's gone into production personally, I can tell you I use a presentation from one of our top producers, a guy named Matt Gill. Fantastic. And he has helped me become a better producer, and I've stolen a lot of ideas from other guys who speak out at these events. It's a great opportunity for you as a producer as well. We also go over product and marketing that's effective in a lot of different situations, help you identify the niche you want to work in, and take your practice to the next level. Undoubtedly, if you attend one of these events, you'll come back with ideas to implement in your practice. And I haven't yet had a producer go out to one of these events and not increase the level of production that they've had in their practice. There's always a good takeaway. If you would like to attend, we're going to have 2 polls during this presentation. This is the first of them. Just let me know. We have just yesterday opened up the registration for our September Annuity Academy in Omaha. It'll be at our corporate office. We would love to have you guys out. I will get that registration form over to you. Okay, just about done here, guys. And I'm going to hand it off to Molly. If you have not liked or followed us, please do so. Social media is a major component to a multifaceted marketing strategy. If you don't have the ability for your clients to see you and stay in front of those clients for, the situation that they might need an advisor, if they're not thinking of you, you're missing an opportunity there. It may not be important to you to be active on social media, but for many of your clients, it's important for you to be visible there and have the credibility. A lot of people go to first appointments and do not make it to a second, because what happens is their clients will go and research them online and see that they do not have a presence on Facebook, LinkedIn, a website. Really, really, really important this day and age. We can do all that for you. It costs very little or nothing at all. But that's another capability of our creative marketing team, is to make sure that you have the ability for your clients to like and follow you, just like we hope our advisors do for us here at IMS. So with that, Molly, happy to have you.
Yes, sir.
Tell us
Thank
about
you.
Denali Evolve.
Yeah, I'm
Thank you.
super excited. Let's go ahead and pick a screen here. Let's see, I'm going to give you, not the PowerPoint. How does that look, Matt? Everything? Got my Denali Evolve
Looks
there?
fantastic.
Okay.
Yep.
One never knows when getting comfortable with all of our different presenter platforms. So good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Molly McEwin. I'm the Annuity Sales Director here at SILAC. Matt and I work closely together on pre-sale business, pending, in-force. So just a special thanks to you, Matt, for having us on to talk to your advisors. IAMS is one of our top IMOs. We love working with IAMS. These marketers really go to bat for their advisors. Matt and I have a very fluid relationship. We're able to communicate. I know where he stands on the importance of getting your business pushed through, so you're definitely in good hands. And this morning, I'm going to take you through Denali Evolve. We're super excited about Denali Evolve. If you're familiar with Denali at all, you know it's our accumulation FIA, income FIA. From a suitability perspective, it's really good from both dynamics. I won't make you listen to the video this early in the morning. So Denali stands on the shoulders of Teton. Teton was our flagship FIA. Denali is a product from a suitability perspective that is appropriate for principal protection and accumulation because it has the higher caps and participation rates of our FIA products, but also originally had a lifetime income rider built in at no fee, which took income off of your account value. It's not difficult to see why Denali has been our top FIA in our lineup. From, like I said, a suitability perspective, this product meets a lot of different needs. And definitely, I think, outshines some of the others, and just that it's an excellent accumulation product, great for lifetime income, has a lot of options and flexibility for your policyholders. So 4 years of Denali, we're super excited. You know, SILAC is a younger company. We were previously Equitable Life and Casualty since 1935, and in 2017, we moved out of the med-sup space into the annuity space and launched Denali about 4 years ago. So over $5.5 billion of issued premium into Denali, 42,000 plus policyholders. We're super excited. Death benefits paid almost 150 million. 100% fixed rates maintained. You will hear carriers oftentimes talk about their budget, and SILAC uses a level option budget model, meaning your fixed rate is your proxy for the budget that we're using to purchase your renewal rates at anniversary. To date, we have never lowered a fixed rate on our products. We're very proud of that. So level option budget has been maintained. Before I move on, I know this is a tight-knit group of advisors. So if you have questions while I'm moving through the presentation, please don't hesitate to send them into the chat. Matt will jump in and interrupt me whenever he sees fit. Like I said, we're a close group here, so we can stop and restart and answer questions along the way, or we can save them till the end. Just don't hesitate to jump in if anything comes up. So briefly, we'll go over our FIA lineup. Teton was our flagship FIA. Teton is designed for accumulation and early liquidity. This is your cumulative free withdrawal product, RMDs. We have the elevation riders, which now give you a life event withdrawal. That's an additional 10% withdrawal. You also have a caregiver benefit. So opening up those nursing home, terminal illness, long-term care waivers to the spouse, if your policyholder is married. Teton is your early liquidity policy. When you have a customer that needs to access their account value for any number of reasons, Teton is your solution. Denali is an accumulation FIA, but instead of offering all those liquidity options, we just offer that income rider based on the account value, right? So Denali is going to have more competitive caps and participation rates, and that's from a pricing perspective. Because we don't have all of those additional liquidity options like Teton does. Denali is really focused on growth or lifetime income. And today we're going to talk about the Evolve rider. We're bringing guaranteed income to SILAC, and that's going to be our Evolve rider, which we're going to dive in today. And last but not least is Vega. Vega is your Allianz benefit control competitor. If you're thinking of that long-term play, enhanced death benefit, or long deferral period before lifetime income begins, that scenario, Vega is really going to make sense there. That's sort of where Denali fits into the lineup. So today we have Denali and Denali bonus series. Denali obviously is the base product, no additional bonus there, but Denali bonus does come with an upfront premium bonus. Free withdrawals are 5% in that standard beginning policy year 2. Again, lifetime income is built in on Denali as it stands today, and income is based off your account value. So there's no special roll-up term, roll-up rate. There's no separate income rider value on Denali today, but that's changing. We're launching the Evolve rider, which is bringing guaranteed income to Denali. So now your policyholder has a choice. They can opt in or elect the Evolve income rider, which is going to enhance their free withdrawals from 5% up to 10%. They're going to get an additional premium bonus. So where Denali previously had no bonus, just higher caps and par rates, you can keep those higher caps and par rates and get an additional 3% bonus, and that's the 7, 10, and 14-year surrender terms. Now you have an income value with Evolve. So you're going to have a separate income rider value, which you're probably familiar with in the income space today, that's going to grow at 6% compounding interest plus your positive interest credit. So it's a stacking income rider, 6% compounding plus the positive interest credit in that policy year, all credited to your income value. The roll-up term in total is about 30 years, right? So it's going to be that 6% compounding interest plus positive interest credits up until year 20. And then years 21 through 30, that 6% will drop down to 3% plus your positive interest credits. Right now, SILAC doesn't offer a rider with a fee, right? We talked about it from a pricing perspective, having a fee tied to income, being really competitive there. We have the conversation with IMs, with other IMOs, and our advisors in the field especially, what's important to you? What are you shopping for when you're looking for lifetime income? Of course, we want to see the highest lifetime income available. From a pricing perspective, that's very expensive. We've come up with a number of solutions. We're sticking with our annual spread, which is very exciting to me. Your annual spread is deducted from your interest credit that's applied to the account value and does not impact the interest credit applied to your income rider value. So the only time that a SILAC policyholder's account value is going to go backwards or decrease is because they're getting a check in their hand. They're taking income, they're taking a withdrawal, never because we drafted their account value a fee. We just don't believe in charging an annual fee for a rider or a feature or a benefit that your policyholder may or may not use. So it's an annual spread. We'll dive into that a little bit more, that spread, as we progress here. So like I said, Denali bonus, 7, 10, and 14. Denali bonus already comes with a premium bonus upfront to your account value. With the addition of the Evolve rider, we're bumping up that bonus. Again, that's 3% bonus. So on Denali bonus 7, it's an 11% bonus. Up max HUH is 70 there. Denali bonus 14, you're getting a 16% upfront premium bonus to your account value. That's huge. It's very competitive on an income product, but remember, Denali is also good for accumulation or principal protection. There's no requirement that your policyholder utilizes the income rider, and that's why we don't use a fee, right? Denali is great for accumulation and principal protection. So not always focused on income, but you can get that bump up with that premium bonus. So Denali, as it stands today, does not have an account value bonus, but with the addition of Evolve, you can get that additional 3% premium bonus. Caps and participation rates are not impacted. Still the strongest, highest caps and par rates across our FIA lineup today. Fixed rates at 5% across the board. And the Denali 14 with that Evolve, that 3% premium bonus. Strong S&P caps. Again, you look at our vol control indices. That's your NASDAQ Next Gen, your S&P Raven Pack, your Barclays Atlas. Those are strong participation rates. And of course, your S&P Duo Swift. That's the vol control strategy designed by S&P to track the S&P. There have been a lot of conversations around volatility controlled strategies. We still see a lot of allocation to the fixed account and of course the S&P cap and par rate. I just compel you to consider diversification however you see fit when you're presenting to your policyholders. Spread that love around a little. You know, we see a lot of people allocate 100% into one index, and I know Matt will preach this as well. There's power in diversification. Each of the indexes that a SILAC offers are designed to win one place or another. We don't want everything to win at the same time, or not at all for that matter. Markets react differently. So diversification is key here. Denali bonus, right, with that additional premium bonus, you're getting up to 16% upfront premium bonus on Denali bonus 14 with that Evolve rider. And again, still strong caps and par rates. 4.25% fixed rate. You still have strong Duo Swift par rate at 75%. And of course, your vol control strategy is very competitive. Again, slightly adjusted down from the Denali core product, and that's because we have the lifetime income riders attached. When you have the bonus product, you're going to see lower caps and par rates. So as it stands today with your Denali product, your account value, your core account value is your premium plus any bonus that you get with the addition of that rider plus positive interest credits less the spread. So the spread is going to be deducted from the annual interest credit that would be credited to your account value. Your account value offers you that lump sum death benefit to your beneficiaries, those health riders, so nursing home, long-term care, at-home care. RMDs are available on Denali in policy year 1, which is key because income is not available on Denali until year 2. The 1-year mandatory deferral. But your policyholder can take RMDs at no consequence to the advisor or themselves in year 1 if necessary. If they're 72.5, and then of course your cash value is available from your account value, and free withdrawals are also available beginning policy year 2. Remember, with the addition of that Evolve rider, we're taking your standard 5% free withdrawal up to 10%. Right? We really heard from the field that 10% is standard. A lot of policyholders, not many of them rely solely on their free withdrawal, but we know that it's important. It's peace of mind to have that liquidity option available. So with the addition of Evolve, you'll get that 10% free withdrawal. Now your income value, right? With the addition of Evolve, your income rider is separate from your account value now. So your income rider is going to be your premium plus any bonus that has been applied at issue plus positive interest credits. You get the total positive interest credit earned that year, and there's no spread deducted from what's credited to your income value. That spread only applies to the account value. Denali offers level income, increasing income, or wellness withdrawals. That's your ADL benefit. And that's available in California, mind you. So your ADL benefit, your 2 activities of daily living will double income for up to 5 years. Huge, huge win for Denali with that Evolve rider. So again, we're going to drive home that income value growth, that 6% compounding interest plus your positive interest credits. So that's the interest credit before the spread. So again, 6% roll-up rate guaranteed up to policy year 20, 3% guaranteed rate up from 21 to policy years 30, and then income credits stop after 30 years. What's important to keep in mind here, though, is that spread is not going to drop off the contract. That's going to stay for the life of the policy because it's lifetime income. So some carriers, you'll have your income roll-up rate for maybe 10 years or just 20 years. This spread will stay on for the life of the contract. Income will grow for up to 30 years. We talked about that strong level option budget and the strong fixed rates on Denali. So considering you have a policyholder with a 5% fixed rate and that 6% compounded interest, we're not even thinking about positive interest credits earned. First year annual income credit, 11%. Incredibly incredible, right? I mean, just amazing. Denali 14 with that Evolve rider, 11.25% with that 5.25% fixed rate and that income roll-up rate of 6% compounding interest. So very strong. Denali bonus still has strong fixed rates, right? 4.25%.
Molly, let me drive that home, if you don't mind. Can you go back to that slide? So when I learned about this product, this was the most powerful piece of the entire presentation. If you can tell your clients that you can get them that sort of return to their income account every single year, because the likelihood that SILAC needs to move that fixed rate is, so far it's been zero. It hasn't been done, right, Molly? You guys have not touched that. Am I right in remembering that? Yeah.
You've got it. Never lowered a fixed rate.
Yeah. So that is something no other carrier, to my knowledge, can provide on any of the products that are offered out there, is that sort of return to the fixed account. So that is a fantastic story there.
Yeah, it's a very strong story. We're really proud of it. Denali bonus 7, still strong fixed rates, right? They're going to be slightly lower than Denali because we have that upfront premium bonus. So it's a pricing thing, but still strong fixed rates with that 6% roll up on a Denali bonus 14. Your income credit is 10.25. That's huge. That's guaranteed growth right there, considering your fixed rate and that compounded interest 6%. Now, of course, we've talked about pricing, right? And I know pricing can get pretty technical, but it does matter. So with Denali and Denali bonus, we have what's called interest or bonus recovery. This is a withdrawal, or sorry, a chargeback that's taken into account when your policyholder surrenders during their surrender period. So they'll be assessed their MBA if that's applicable. They would be assessed their surrender charge. And then there's either bonus or interest recovery. It's interest recovery on Denali, bonus recovery on Denali bonus. So it's going to recapture a portion of that bonus applied depending on which policy year they're surrendering in while they're in their surrender period. It's the only time it comes into play. But recovery is how we're able to offer such strong caps and participation rates, how we're able to offer that lifetime income rider without charging the policyholder an annual fee. We're never deducting anything from their account value. So again, interest recovery or bonus recovery only comes into play when your policyholder is surrendering during their surrender period. We'll take it a step further. There are benefits to having recovery. In states where there is no interest recovery, you're going to see lower caps and participation rates. States where we are able to include recovery, you're going to have higher caps, higher participation rates. As an example, looking at a Denali 10 here, your fixed rate is going to be almost 1% higher in the states where we're able to offer recovery than if we're not, right? So there is a pricing benefit to having that recapture built into the contract, especially when it only pertains to surrendering in the CDSC period. So these are some of the benefits, some of the things that we think about from a pricing perspective on states that are able to have recovery versus not. There are benefits behind the scenes that sometimes we don't think about up front. So I'll walk you through a brief case study. We're going to look at a policyholder age 60, $500,000 initial deposit. We're looking at a Denali 10, and we're going to add that Evolve rider on. This policyholder's goal is lifetime income after 5 years. Remember, Denali has just that 1-year mandatory deferral. And so that we're not playing a numbers game, we're keeping it very conservative. We allocated 50% in the fixed account, 50% into our annual point-to-point with cap. So immediately right off the bat, remember, Denali doesn't come with an upfront premium bonus, but with the addition of Evolve, you get that 3% premium bonus. So right off the bat, your account value is at $515,000, your income rider value is at $515,000. We're going to look ahead at a 6.7% interest credit. Now it's a net credit, right? Because we had to deduct that 1.5% spread that's applied to your account value. So when we credit to your income rider value, we're putting that spread back, we're putting that money back. It's an 8.2% interest credit to your income rider value. That's the credit that was applied to, that was earned on the policy, but you're getting 6.7 applied to your account value. So slightly less credit to your account value when you add the income rider on, you get that whole credit to your income rider value. Right, and that's plus the 6% compounding interest roll up. So your income rider credit got 14.2%. Right, super strong story. We're going to look a little bit further now at age 65. Right, this policyholder wanted to take income after 5 years. Our account value has grown to $643,000. Our income rider value is at $896,000. Strong growth. Right, we're going to start taking lifetime income. after 5 years. Annual lifetime income withdrawals almost $45,000. We look forward a little bit, strong account value growth, right? We've still got some in our account value. Income value, we've taken over $1 million now in lifetime income. That's a great story to tell for your policyholders. The positive interest credits plus that 6% compounding interest. So even if you have a year where the client got a 0, for example, right? If you'd allocated something into the fixed account, for example, you'd still get that positive interest credit plus your 6% compounding. Now, when you look at this illustration, we know that we're up against Gillico products. We know that we're up against North American products. Or when you think about your Athene products, for example, when they have that guaranteed lifetime income, more than likely they're being assessed an annual fee to have that income rider. Your account value's probably been depleted after 10 or 15 years. You're paying yourself out of that account value. It's drafting down to 0 eventually, no death benefit. Well, SILAC's well aware that that's the game. We know that competitive lifetime income is very important. We know that we're not going to win necessarily in highest lifetime income, but we know that we're going to win in that we're offering you an accumulation product that's still going to have account value or death benefit long term, whilst giving your policyholder competitive lifetime income. Denali is an accumulation product at its core, and income is its primary liquidity feature. So our goal here was really to leave your policyholder with something left in their account value, some meaningful benefits that they can use to pass along to their beneficiaries. They're able to take a free withdrawal in addition if they need to, if it's an accumulation product, if we're not using the income play. If they are using the income play, there's still something left in there. Right, so guarantee plus performance income, so that 6% compounding plus your positive interest credits, giving you a really strong story for also leaving something in your account value when it really matters. So our launch timeline for Evolve is this coming Monday, July 15th. I have been notified that Reg Ed has product training available today. They got it up on the site a little bit early. So if you're interested, if you've already written a Denali product, you can take the mini training on Evolve. It's about 5 or 6 minutes long. It's pretty short. It's just going to go over the Evolve writer. If you've never written Denali, the Denali full product training has been updated to include the Evolve enhancements. So again, July 15th is the kickoff. Product training is live. Illustrations and applications will be available. So if you need apps, if you're doing a PDF app, for example, Matt can pull that for you. I can pull that for you. You can, of course, use our Firelight eApp platform. I highly encourage you to look at the eApp platform if you haven't before. Matt drove home that point very well. You're going to reduce the amount of not in good order requirements you get, and you're going to get commissions paid faster. So those will be live on Monday the 15th. First approval date is July 31st. First issue date is August 7th. That's as soon as we'll be able to issue those policies, right? So kickoff starts on Monday. State availability. We're don't have the Evolve rider yet approved in California or Texas. Those are the 2 big states. Department of Insurance is slower in those states if you sell business there. So stay tuned. It is in the queue. We're hoping to get California and Texas launched very soon. But today, Evolve is available in 38 states. Right, we talked a little bit about product training. Again, product training is live today. Matt can forward the link to you to the SILAC training site so you can get those product training codes if you need them. And internal replacements. If you have an application pending today, or you just had a Denali contract issued, there is an opportunity to resolicit to add that Evolve rider on if you think that's appropriate for your policyholder. So for pending applications, you can notify Matt. He'll in turn reach out to me via email, and I can let the customer service team know. We'll hold off on issuing the policy if it's pending currently, and we'll wait for the resolicitation for that Evolve application page and disclosure page. Right, if the policy's already been issued, just again notify us within that 30-day free look period. You'll need to recomplete that application. It's a resolicitation, but we'll be able to hold off, pause that free look period, allow you to resolicit if you think Evolve is the solution for the policyholder if this is a lifetime income sale. So everyone, that's the Denali Evolve rider. We're super excited to bring guaranteed income to the field finally. It has been a labor of love, I'll tell you. Product development is really excited, and we're really proud that we're able to bring this to the field. Again, in true SILAC fashion, without an annual fee. We're just looking toward that spread. So, like I said, it's a tight-knit group of people, so if you have questions, feel free to send those into the chat. Matt and I can answer those. But that is the Evolve story, and we're so excited to bring it to you.
Awesome. Thank you, Molly. I have a question, but I'm not going to type it in the chat. When will we have all the marketing materials on Evolve available to us? Maybe I've missed them in my inbox, but I haven't seen them come across yet.
Great question. So I'm hoping that we will have those out to the field by end of day today, or first thing Monday morning. Typically, they have them available to us in the afternoon prior. So as soon as I have them, you're going to have them. Those will be available for you to share with the field as well. Our microsite is live. It's silacins.com/Denali Evolve. So you can see some teasers there, but hopefully we'll have those marketing materials out to you as soon as possible.
Perfect. Yeah, I've had a couple of producers email me just during this presentation. I think people are excited about it. So I anticipate we're going to do a lot of business in Evolve with you guys, Molly. You guys are a great partner. It really is a benefit, guys, to have excellent internal contacts with the carriers that we're working with. And we have two with SILAC that are absolutely responsive anytime we need something. Molly and Andre, you guys are always fantastic. Thank you so much. And I don't see any more questions. So the only thing we have left to do, guys, is would you like to be contracted with SILAC? Let me know. If you need that, I will get it over to you so we can get that process started. And we will finish up for the day. Anything else, Molly?
No, sir, Matt, thank you so much for having us on. It's always a treat to get to meet with you and speak with the IMS producers. You guys, we love you guys.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for your participation today. Have a great weekend, and we will talk to you on the next webinar. Take care.